In relationships, emotions can be both a blessing and a challenge. On one hand, they bring joy, warmth, and a deep connection to your partner. But on the flip side, unchecked emotions can lead to misunderstandings, arguments, and sometimes even breakups. Let's be honest. How often have you felt like you're on an emotional roller coaster, where small disagreements blow up into larger conflicts? Picture this. Your partner makes a slightly critical remark, and before you know it, a wave of irritation or defensiveness takes over. What started as a minor comment becomes a heated argument that leaves both of you feeling hurt. This is a common scenario, but the good news is that there are ways to avoid it. Managing emotions in a relationship isn't about bottling them up. It's about developing healthy habits to process and express them constructively. Let's dive into some practical tips that can help you create a calm, connected, and emotionally balanced relationship. Number 1, understanding yourself. The first step in managing emotions is knowing your own triggers. Everyone has certain buttons that, when pressed, ignite strong reactions. These triggers often stem from past experiences or personal insecurities. For example, if a partner forgets to acknowledge something important to you, it might stir up feelings of being overlooked, perhaps tied to a time in your life when you felt unseen. Recognizing these triggers is crucial because it allows you to pause and reflect before reacting. Try this. The next time you feel a surge of strong emotion, pause for a moment. Ask yourself, what am I feeling right now? Is it frustration, anger, or maybe insecurity? Naming the emotion can take some of its power away and give you space to respond thoughtfully. Number 2, keeping your cool. Managing emotions doesn't mean ignoring them. It's about channeling them constructively. Let's say your partner makes a comment that rubs you the wrong way. Instead of immediately reacting, try reframing the situation. Could it be that they're having a tough day and didn't mean to come across harshly? Another great technique is deep breathing. When you feel frustration bubbling up, take a few slow, deep breaths. Focus on inhaling deeply through your nose and exhaling slowly through your mouth. This helps calm your nervous system, giving you a moment to regain clarity. A simple example, imagine being stuck in traffic. You can either fume about the delay or use the time to listen to your favorite playlist. In relationships, the same principle applies. Your perspective can change the outcome. Number 3, listening like you mean it. Many arguments stem from a lack of understanding. Sometimes all your partner wants is to feel heard. When emotions are high, it's easy to interrupt or jump to conclusions, but taking the time to actively listen can make all the difference. Here's how you can do it. When your partner shares something, resist the urge to respond right away. Instead, repeat back what you heard in your own words. For example, say, "So, you're feeling stressed about work and need some quiet time tonight?" This simple act of paraphrasing shows you're paying attention and helps prevent miscommunication. Active listening isn't about agreeing. It's about understanding. By showing empathy, you create a safe space for open dialogue. Number 4, expressing without attacking using I statements. When emotions run high, it's easy to point fingers, but using you statements like, "You always ignore me," can make your partner defensive. Instead, try I statements, which focus on your feelings without assigning blame. For example, instead of saying, "You never listen," reframe it as, "I feel hurt when I don't feel heard in our conversations." This subtle shift invites collaboration rather than conflict. Here's a real-life example. Imagine your partner comes home late without telling you. Instead of snapping, "You don't care about my time," try, "I felt worried when I didn't hear from you. Can we make sure to check in next time?" This approach fosters understanding and problem solving. Number 5, stepping into their shoes. Empathy is a game changer in relationships. When arguments arise, it's easy to focus solely on your own feelings, but taking a moment to consider your partner's perspective can diffuse tension. Let's say you're upset because your partner forgot an important date. Instead of assuming they don't care, ask yourself, what might be going on in their world right now? Maybe they've been swamped at work or dealing with personal stress. By stepping into their shoes, you can respond with compassion rather than anger. A great way to practice this is by asking open-ended questions like, "What's been on your mind lately?" or "How can I support you?" These questions show that you're invested in understanding their experience. Number 6, timeouts. When emotions escalate, taking a short break can help prevent things from spiraling out of control. This doesn't mean storming off in the middle of a conversation. It's about stepping away to calm down and regroup. For example, if a discussion gets heated, you can say, "I need a few minutes to collect my thoughts. Let's continue this in 15 minutes." This approach shows respect for both your emotions and your partners, while also ensuring that the conversation continues once cooler heads prevail. The key is to set a specific time to return to the discussion. This lets your partner know you're committed to resolving the issue. Number 7, celebrating the good stuff. It's easy to focus on what's wrong, but intentionally highlighting the good can shift the dynamic of your relationship. Take a moment to appreciate your partner's efforts, no matter how small. For instance, if your partner made you a cup of coffee or remembered your favorite snack, acknowledge it. A simple "thanks for thinking of me" can go a long way. Acts of gratitude build a foundation of positivity, making it easier to navigate challenges when they arise. One couple I know started a weekly ritual where they each share 3 things they appreciated about the other that week. This practice not only deepened their connection, but also made small annoyances feel less significant. Number 8, building resilience together. Relationships aren't always smooth sailing, but developing emotional resilience as a team can make the journey easier. One way to do this is by creating rituals that help you connect, like a daily check-in or a weekly date night. For example, one couple I know set aside 10 minutes each evening to talk about their day. During this time, they share highs and lows without interruptions. This simple habit helped them stay emotionally attuned to each other, even during busy weeks. Resilience also means supporting each other through tough times. Whether it's cheering each other on during challenges or being a shoulder to lean on, small acts of support can strengthen your bond. Managing emotions in a relationship isn't about suppressing or ignoring them. It's about becoming more self-aware, practicing empathy, and using practical tools to navigate challenges. Whether it's listening more deeply, expressing yourself constructively, or simply pausing to breathe, these small changes can lead to big improvements in your relationship. So the next time emotions start to rise, remember, you have the power to turn a potential argument into an opportunity for growth and connection. Thank you for tuning in. If you found these tips helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. And before you go, check out the recommended videos on the screen for more insights into building a strong, healthy relationship. See you in the next video.